welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport and another look at Robert Kubica. I have done a couple of videos on the man before, so remember to check them out. But big news from last week that I am deciding to talk about now, and that news is Alfa Romeo have signed the Polish legend as a reserve driver for next year. After a disastrous year at Williams, scoring the team's only point of the year more by luck than anything at the German Grand Prix, after the Alfa Romeo cars were disqualified. Now this is probably a good move by Alfa Romeo, taking on an experienced driver to help test the car, give his thoughts and ideas, and put them to improving the car moving forward. There's also a chance that current Alfa Romeo driver Kimi Raikkonen is in the last year of his Formula 1 career, and I don't know if the future plan is for Robert Kubica to race for the team in 2021. It is a possibility. He announced he was leaving Williams, but he didn't announce his retirement. I'm sure he'd love to have another go in a more competitive car. Alfa Romeo were at least in the midfield, which is more enticing than being at the back of the grid with Williams. But it can't be ignored that Kubica's teammate at Williams, George Russell, dominated him in most races and all qualifying. Not a good look, but it was Kubica's first season back and he can be excused for getting himself back into the swing of things. I wonder if Fabrizio Giovinazzi should be worried though. He had a less than stellar year last year. Only 4 points finishes and a number of crashes, was bolstered by a single 5th place in Brazil. Again, like Kubica's point in Germany, more based on who didn't finish than Giovinazzi's own individual performance. A repeat of the same level of results in 2020 may see him replaced by Robert Kubica for at least a portion of the season. And if Kimi Raikkonen does retire, Antonio Giovinazzi may have to fight for his seat in 2021. I'm glad Robert Kubica has found work though. It would be a shame for him to hang up his boots or slog it in the midfield of DTM like so many former Formula 1 drivers before him. He's back at the place that gave him his start 14 years ago as a BMW Sauber newbie. It's the team that took him to his only Formula 1 victory at Canada in 2008. Whether he stays for a single year as a test driver or does get back in the race seat at some point, I hope he does it with a smile on his face and a song in his heart, because he is truly a lost talent. All the stories of what could have been if it wasn't for that rally crash 8 years ago. He could have been a championship contender, maybe champion. It could have been him racing with Mercedes. Not a lot of other news coming out at the moment. The year's motorsport is still being set up, but if anything comes up that I find interesting or can talk about, then I will absolutely do that. In the meantime, I would love to hear your views on the future of Robert Kubica in Formula 1. Do you think this will lead to anything, or is this the last roll of the dice? Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm doing all sorts of videos going into 2020. I have plenty of interesting ideas. I'm going to improve the equipment I'm using, try new ideas, make the videos more interesting, and I would love for you to be a part of that as we start this new year. Here's looking to the future and another great year of motorsport. Thank you for watching and have a good one.